West. It's the Raiders and the Chargers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
Two touchdown passes last week.
Passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Carr now on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power. We saw finesse. We saw speed. And what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To the right side, this is Taylor. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd and 2.
Hey, take 26.
Second down, another shot for Jones. Powers through him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. Taylor's got the first down and more. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, Taylor, and he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run here with Taylor, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. They'll run it with Jones. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Breaks a tackle. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got the Oski.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. And they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach...
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Trey Hendrickson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12...
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. On 2nd and a long way to go. Rodgers finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. That's caught by Galladay. Touchdown, LA! Kenny Galladay with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that will make this a 16-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Carr. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Escaping the pressure right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Rodgers. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On play action, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Chargers continue to pull away here this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Carr's throw taken in there by Cooks. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr, he finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 35. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now Carr. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Frank Clark in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. To throw is Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job here to force an incompletion.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. So the third drive's the charm. They are on the board, albeit with just a field goal.
Yeah, 3 points from 3 drives. That's not going to win you a whole lot of football games. Hopefully the fact they were able to move the ball a little bit can wake up their offense.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team.
And he works free. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty. On the counter, it's Taylor.
4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. On play action. Now Rodgers. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Steps away to his left.
And now he'll fire deep downfield for James.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long.
So on fourth down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Second down, another run with Taylor. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
The extra point up and good, and a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And he's got some space here. 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jonnu Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now down to 20. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. And it's the 49ers who have taken...
Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. Let's go! So here are the Chargers to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Second down, another run with Taylor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On play action, Rodgers. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Chargers. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ballgame. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's got Smith here. Room here to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jonnu Smith, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders get a score closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now down to 20. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. They'll go with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
1st and 10, Taylor now. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now Taylor. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Powers through. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Jones. And he will get in across the jump for a Chargers touchdown. Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Throwing on first down is Carr. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr, throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. 3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now Carr. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Carr going to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks. And they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. Shrugs him off. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They turn to Taylor on fourth. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Taylor. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. The 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, it's Taylor. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. 156 yards on the ground for him so far. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And now they're in the hurry-up. Taylor. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth-quarter advantage. Well, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now here come the Raiders. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101.
Brandon Cooks! He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Raiders! Brandon Cooks. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, Charles, before the game, we were talking with him and said, hey, you know you're close to 65,000 career passing yards. I know.
How did you do that?
He just kind of smiled and walked away, but he just passed that number, 65,000 career passing yards.
I always get a kick out of it when they don't want to talk about it, but if you had said a number that was incorrect, he would have corrected you and then said, man, I'm not really making.
Congratulations. Now just 5,000 away from 70K. Unbelievable. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Here's Rodgers. Forced out to his left.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
There's a beautiful throw there. He's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. To throw is Rodgers. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And that's complete to Cooks. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now Carr. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
First down, Las Vegas.
Now Carr again. Cooks on the quick slant.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Carr to throw again. Got a man, that's Lazard. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Carr now to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point game. That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Now a look at Will Fuller as he and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Eluding the pressure right. Throwing deep for Galladay. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final try now for Carr. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chargers, that